What do you think you were doing?
I was...
You know you're not supposed to go into the Everfree Forest alone. You could have gotten killed.
I'm not a baby, Mom. I go out there all the time, and with the exception of that one Hydra, nothing has ever happened.
What?
Honey, I don't think the fact that she was out of the forest is the issue here. What were you doing with a changeling?
I don't understand. What's a changeling?
A changeling is a heartless, soulless monster that takes the form of the one you love and feeds off your love for them, which is exactly what that Prince Hairball was doing to you!
That would explain why he looked like Dinky at first. But he didn't seem so bad.
He's a changeling! He was feeding off your power!
But after I found out who he was, he stayed.
So he could satisfy his appetite!
Don't you and Mom always say that every creature has a heart?
Every creature but changelings. They have no hearts. Literally!
Daddy, that's disgusting!
They're born without hearts! They're hollow! No heart, no compassion, no morals, no—
Discord, close up your chest. You're scaring our child.
Sorry for the dramatics, dear, but you get the picture. Changelings are cruel, vicious, and cunning. And of all the changelings you could have encountered, it had to be the Queen's favorite son!
He was just a kid.
Doesn't matter! All changelings are the same!
You sound so sure. You still haven't told me how you know Chrysalis.
To put it simply, she's the reason I became the Lord of Chaos.
I thought it was because the ponies called you a freak.
I wouldn't have been around those ponies to begin with had it not been for Chrysalis. I met her when I was a youngling alone in the wild. She was Princess Chrysalis then. Even at that age, she was devious. She didn't seem to mind my appearance and said we were friends. I told her I was looking for a home, and she told me of a land where all creatures were accepted.
Equestria?
Exactly. And you all know how that turned out. But that wasn't the end of it. Years later, when I ruled Equestria, newly crowned Queen Chrysalis and her changelings took advantage of my disorder and fed off the ponies. She used me! She sent me to Equestria, knowing the ponies would reject me and make me so mad that I would take over so she wouldn't have to do it herself!
You're sure that's what happened?
Oh, I'm sure! During my 3 years of exile after I escaped from being turned to stone a second time, she came to my lair to gloat about it, right after I refused to help her in her plot against Canterlot. I told her it wouldn't work.
Is that all?
Pretty much. Why?
I mean, the way she spoke to you, it was like you two were close.
Oh, wait, did you? You thought that me and Chrysalis? Oh, you really are paranoid, my dear. Don't worry about it. You're the only mare who's ever caught my eye.
What about Celestia?
She doesn't count. I love you, okay?
Okay. As for you, young lady...
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disobey you, and I didn't know Mothball was a changeling. We were just having so much fun, and... I deserve whatever punishment you have for me.
You're grounded for a week.
You are not to leave the house, with the exception of school. No friends over. No sweets.
Now, honey. Let's not go overboard.